of them and with the hostages in Gaza.
At the core of this, your Saba, grandfather, going to save his children and his grandchildren. And I just wonder, having seen, Galia and Carmel, how you prepare them for one day sharing this extraordinary story.
The family is basically everything that we got, and I think this is a worldwide. This is the most important thing that we have in our lifetime. And thank God, Galia and Carmel were very young at that day, and they didn't fully understand what's going on and how close was the terrorist. It's a great movie, and thank you, Barry. Thank you, Mark. One day, when they will be adult, they can watch the movie, because there is something that I don't want that they will see. Maybe it will remind them things. And if they will give me a kiss and will say, Saba, Grandpa, I love you, this is it.
They are so young and so quiet. I mean, truly, I think it's your son who says they're the real heroes of this for having remained so silent. This is a border, as your daughter-in-law, I think, in the film says, that a butterfly couldn't cross without notice. Are you any closer to understanding how that failure happened that day, failure of security?
This is the biggest failure in the history of the state of Israel. And I believe that the only way to investigate it is by a formal investigation according to the Israeli law that will investigate 10 years before this terrible day all the military, all the security, Shabak, and of course all the political levels, the government and the Benjamin Netanyahu government. I think that only a formal investigation can bring us to a place when we fully understand what happened and why it happened, and the most important issue, how to prevent it in the future.
And we will talk a little bit more about that later, but first of all, we wouldn't have this incredible picture of the horror of that day, Barry, without Mark, without that film. And given how politically charged certainly the subject is, Barry, this film was always going to trigger strong reaction, especially with the ongoing conflict and mass suffering. And the road to TIFF was not an easy one for you, as we all know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I won't enlighten you, but I'm hoping you're going to enlighten us a little bit. Certainly, there's been everything from questions about legal requirements for the Hamas footage to protests. TIFF has now apologized for not clearly articulating, quote, the concerns and roadblocks that arose. From your perspective, though, Barry, what changed, either in the film itself or the communication surrounding it, that has led us here today, and really the largest in the TIFF empire for this screening?
What's changed in terms of the film, our lives? Is that what you're asking?
Let's start with the film. What changed from the first screening to today, to what we saw today, in order for the reversals to unfold? How you see it?
Well, I think tremendous awareness of the film, and I'm happy with that. I mean, what drew me to this story to begin with, Lisa, was that I'm a father. What would happen if you got a text message that day, that morning? What would you do? How far would you go? Do you have a little Noam and Gali